Welcome back to the John Mendola Show on WILK. We are driven by McCarthy Tire Service locations in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Kingston, Hazleton, and Williamsport. It's that time of year. Hey, got to get those tires looked at, that's for sure. Little snow squalls coming through here in northeastern Pennsylvania today, so that'll get some people motivated and head down to your local McCarthy Tire Service for that. 10:12 in the morning and getting ready for some exciting high school football. We're going to have some this afternoon. We're also going to have some this evening, and joining us right now is Mark Watson, the head coach at Wallenpaupack. And Coach, welcome into the show.
Thanks, John. Great to be here.
Always great to catch up with you. And, hey, the Buckhorns quietly still alive in the playoffs. Of course, 5A. And, Coach, let's talk about the matchup tonight, East Stroudsburg South.
Well, they're very physical, very similar to us. They're physical kids. They're running. They rely heavily on the run game, which is exactly what we do. You know, the last couple of weeks we've been up against spread teams, hurry-up type stuff, and throwing the football all over the place. That's not us. You know, these guys, they line up and they come at you. They have a back that ran for close to 200 or 2,000 yards this year. So they're very, very similar to Wallenpaupack. And, you know, I like that because our defense is a smash-mouth defense. We always worry about playing the pass and worrying about, stopping that part of it. And, you know, these guys are going to run right at us. The only thing is their back is a shifty guy. I'd much rather a downhill guy because that's the way our linebackers play. But we're gonna have our hands full. But we've been playing some great football in the last couple of weeks.
Let's talk about the excitement there in the community at Wallenpaupack and a lot of success in the fall sports season for a lot of teams. Always feels good when it's the football team and you're the head coach as well. But talk about the excitement that you're seeing, whether it's in the halls or people at their homes decorating stuff.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I just got home from dropping my son off at the school for something. I had to stop at the bank, and the tellers were all asking about what time the game is and good luck. And everybody I pass out in the community are all a lot of support for Wallenpaupack Buckhorn football. So it's a great time to be a head coach here. We've worked very hard the last few years to get here with this group, and it's just enjoying the process right now, and hoping that we can get another week out of it.
Go through the season when you're a Wallenpaupack and you're playing the team. You're playing a Delaware Valley and a rival Honesdale, and then you got to play other teams. That the physical part of the game is you got to make sure your guys are rested. You got to make sure they're healthy. Let's talk a little bit about what that process is like and where you're at going in tonight's game.
Yeah, this has been a tough one. Probably in my 13 years as the head coach, by far the worst year we've had for injuries. This summer we really worked on trying to prevent those. We had a yoga instructor come in and work with our kids, and I was trying to prevent that. But by far one of the worst ones. At one point we were down 5 defensive starters at one point in the year, and we started off 0-2, and it would have been very easy for us to hang it up at that point. And I brought our seniors in at 6:30 in the morning, and we had a meeting, and it was basically what are you going to do? It's the next man up attitude. I don't want to hear that this guy's hurt, and we can't win football games. And they came out of that meeting with a different mindset. And since then, we're 8-1, and our one loss was by 2 points. So we've been really playing some good football, and the kids are now pretty much healed up. We still have 3 kids that are out with major injuries, but the rest of them have been back. We got our middle backer who had 112 tackles for us last year. He came back 2 weeks ago. Just starting to get back into game mode. JT Turgeon, who has 7 interceptions this year, he was out 3 or 4 games for us this year. So we've had our other middle backer. At one point, we had both middle backers out. He separated his shoulder earlier in the year, and he's back. So guys are really starting to come together, and the people that have been fill-ins are now they're not fill-ins anymore. They're kids that are rotating in with their first guys. So it's a great spot to be right now at this point in the year, and I'm excited for Buckhorn football.
Mark, we're rooting for you tonight. Go Buckhorns against East Stroudsburg South. A pleasure to talk with you, and hope you can get to that next step.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Talk to you soon, I hope.
You got it. Mark Watson, the head football coach there at Wallenpaupack. They've had a pretty good year there at Paupack, that's for sure, and really reeling them off. And they're ready to go tonight in the 5A playoffs. Of course, Dunmore, Susquehanna, they're going to play tonight. A lot of afternoon games highlighted by Berwick in Dallas. It's going to be a tough matchup today in Dallas. A little nicked up, physical game against Honesdale last week. So Dallas won it last time in a tight one. It's a coin flipper today, no doubt about it. We come back, we're going to talk some Wilkes University ice hockey, some basketball. Still on the way here. Abbreviated show. We got the Penn State pregame show coming up at 10:30. And, of course, Penn State and Wisconsin here live on WILK. That'll be 12 o'clock. Steve Jones and Jack Ham. Well, we'll take a timeout, head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Melissa Walter. Break like a good neighbor. Melissa Walter in the Back Mountain is there. We'll be back on WILK.